What is happening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sports Bets, but mostly Chaos presents to you forehead. It is Ben versus Jason versus John versus Craig. Week number 18. This is the last week of this, so Jason, I think, just might be locking this thing up.
It was locked up like
Okay, yeah, don't get too ahead of yourself on that one. So all right, well, let's take a look at the standings after last week to see the hill that John and I face. Jason, another good week for you. You went 12-4, which puts you to 162, 93-1. Interestingly enough, you were actually cruising for most of it, but you actually ended up dropping 3 of the last 5 games. So
yeah,
some reason why you had that bad of a week. The only game that you got wrong early on was the Colts, which was a big shock to probably John and me too. So behind you going 11-5. So that puts me at one. Sorry, let's just recap. You're at now 162, 93-1. After my 11-5, I'm at 156, 99-1. So 6 games behind you. John went 12-4 to go 154, 101-1. So 2 games behind me, but 8 games behind you. Ben, who's officially eliminated from first place, and actually he's officially locked up for last place now. He went 10-6, so he's now 129, 126-1. So I guess it'll just be whether to see if he does finish over 500 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to need a lot of differences here if I'm going to have any chance. So, all right, Jay,
good luck.
Start things off.
Mm-hmm.
2 games going on today, Saturday action. First game up, it is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs still fighting for the number 1 seed here.
Yeah, it's still a division rival game too, so I'm still take the Chiefs.
I just have no faith in the Broncos, to be honest with you. So I could play the game and play every single game against you, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I got to stick with the ones I just know are going to happen, and I think that's one is the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but I have to go Broncos.
All right, so John is on the Broncos. Ben is on
Not
the
really.
Chiefs, which means, John, you are lone wolfing with the Broncos in this one. I can't believe it took me 18 weeks to finally get that on here, but all right. Next up.
It's a little late.
I know. The Saturday night game. It features the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles on this one. John, I think the Cowboys, they still fighting for the number 1 seed at all here? Or is that still in play? No?
Mm-mm.
All right. Not in play. But Jason, what do you got?
I don't think the Eagles can do much to clinch a playoff spot. They maybe move up a little bit. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Bounce back game. Momentum going into the playoffs. Take Cowboys.
Is there a ton of players on both these teams in COVID protocols? Is there a bunch of...
No.
No? Well, this one's weird. I don't think the Eagles are that good. I think it's unfortunate that they're kind of in the playoffs, but they're probably a better option than maybe the Saints. So I really hope the Saints make the playoffs. I'll just leave that out there as well. But I can't go difference on this one. I got to take the Cowboys. I don't think they're losing to the Eagles today. Let's make John go against his. Let's make John pick against his own team if that's going to be what happens.
Well, the Cowboys are sitting both their starting corners in Diggs and Brown. They're sitting Tony Pollard. They're going to be sitting Michael Parsons, Tyron Smith. So they're sitting a lot of key members while the only person really out for the Eagles is Miles Sanders. It's in Philly. I'm just going to take the Eagles. I don't think Dallas really cares about this game. Sure, they can win and get some help for the 2 seed, but I think they're pretty much going to be locked in to play Arizona or the Rams next week.
All right, John is on Philly. Ben is on the Cowboys. So, John, once again, you were lone wolf with the Eagles on this one.
Craig, I read a stat this week. I don't know, I'm sure Cahoon's aware of it, but Diggs is known for his other interceptions. But do you know that he's given up the most yards to receivers as well?
It's actually true. Yeah, that's insane.
Jacqueline Hyde, man. Hyde.
Yeah.
He a lot of times he thinks he has safety help over the top, and he doesn't. So he kind of jumps routes and gets beat.
All right, now we move on to Sunday's action. It is the AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Cleveland Browns. No Joe Burrow, no Mixon, no Baker Mayfield in this game. It's all over the place. I'm sure there's other people that are probably sitting out too. I don't know how much Jamar Chase is going to play. I don't know how much any of those guys are going to play in this game.
Yeah, I don't think the Browns want to win the game because of maybe draft pick position. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
All right. Well, you might be right on that point, and this game is kind of a toss up this one just because I don't know, what exactly we're seeing from either of these teams. So with that being said, I feel like it's close enough to being a coin flip game. So I will go against you in this one. I'll take the Cleveland Browns in this game.
Who's starting for a quarterback for both teams? Do they even know?
I think Brandon Allen is the backup for the Bengals, and my assumption is it's Case Keenum for the Browns.
I'll go with the better quarterback of the two. Give me Keenum, Browns.
All right. John is on the Browns. Let's see. And so will Ben. He will take the Browns as well, which means, Jay, you are going to lone wolf on this one. I'll save the sounder for the next one. You will lone wolf with the Bengals. All right, Jay, next up, the Green Bay Packers visiting the Detroit Lions. And Packers are the number one seed, so I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of their starters in this one.
Right. Yeah, it's a weird game too because I think Detroit doesn't want to win for. Man, God.
I don't think Detroit can get the 1 seed anymore.
You mean Green Bay?
I think.
Oh
No, I don't. The 1 pick. I mean, I don't know if they can. I think Jacksonville has it locked up. I could be wrong.
Give the Packers.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. I see exactly the points that you're bringing up here, so I don't really know. I still think the Packers are probably going to win this game, but to go against you, I'll roll with Ben's Lions in this one.
Give me a second.
No problem. We got all day.
Packers. Aaron Rodgers is playing this. Aaron Rodgers is playing to start Sunday. Give me the Packers.
All right. John will take the Packers. And Ben will take the Lions on this one. So we are split. The two J's with Green Bay, and Ben and myself are on the Lions. All right, Jay, next up, it is the Chicago Bears. Who's starting quarterback for the Bears this week anyways? Visiting the Minnesota Vikings. Very unmeaningful game here.
Yeah. Vikings in an unmeaningful game.
Did I or did I not say Sean Mannion sucks, by the way?
I didn't even think he was going to. Didn't Kellen Mond end up coming in?
I don't think he did. I think Mannion played that entire game.
Damn.
I think Vikings. That's actually the other thing is that there's actually an interview this week with Zimmer. One of the press was asking, basically asked Zimmer, like, "Oh, do you think you're gonna get a look at Kellen Mond?" And he said, "No."
Who?
And then he's like, "No." And they asked him like, "Why not?" And then he made some sarcastic remark like, "Goes, well, I see him every day." Yeah, it's okay. This is Zimmer's last game as coach of the Vikings, anyway. So
Probably.
And sorry, Jay, did you put a pick in here between the Bears Vikings?
I did. I said the Vikings.
Okay, he's on Minnesota. Yeah, I won't go against this one. I'll go Kirk Cousins to pull out a victory to end this season, this very weird season for the Vikings.
It's in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
Yep, give him Minnesota.
All right, Minnesota. And so will Ben. We are clean sweeping with the Vikings here. No love for the
Bears.
All right, Jay, next game on the docket. Another game that is no playoff, nothing playoff-wise on the line here. The Washington football team visiting the New York Giants.
Who did I pick here? Hold on 1 second. I picked the football team.
Yeah, this is a shit show. I'm assuming it's still Jake Fromm, probably Glennon, maybe. I don't like this game at all. I'll go against you though, just to have a chance. I'll take the Giants, I guess. Disgusting.
You know what's funny? Jake Fromm's rookie card is him on the Bills. I'll
that's
go with
nasty.
the Giants. I'll go with the Giants just to be different.
Oh wow. Okay, so we got 2 on the Giants. Ben will accompany you on the Washington train though, Jay. So we are split on that one. All right, next game. It's a not a must-win, but the Colts probably are gonna want to walk this one up. It's the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Interestingly enough, though, this seems like a walk in the park for the Colts, but the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. Jay, do they get the job done this year?
They better for their coach's sake. I mean, Frank Reich's a hell of a coach, but I'm sorry, you can't call yourself a playoff team and one of the hottest teams in football over the course of, so they got to win. I'm taking the Colts, and it should be pretty convincing.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I think this whole thing of, they haven't won there in years is definitely something to keep in mind. But the Colts, this is a must-win for the Colts. And not to mention the Jaguars are not only like the worst team in football, but they have looked absolutely pitiful over the last stretch of games. I heard this stat when Trevor Lawrence threw a garbage time touchdown last week, and that whooping they got from the Patriots. That's the second touchdown in the last 9 weeks. So, yeah, the Jaguars are absolutely stinking the place up. And I just don't think the Jaguars are going to show up in this one, and the Colts aren't going to. So with that being said, Indy's taking this one. I can't even put any faith in Jacksonville that they're going to somehow shock the world on this one. So I'm on the Colts.
Yeah, I can't go Jacksonville. Give me the Colts.
Yep. Ben is going to take the Colts as well. So no surprise here. No love for the Jaguars. Looks like we're all picking him to go 2-15. And yep, we're all in the Indianapolis. All right, Jay, this is the must win and need a lot of help game. In this one, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers visiting the Tyler Huntley led Baltimore Ravens. I did see that Lamar Jackson is officially out for this one as well.
Well, that changes things. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, this is a game I'm comfortable enough going on the opposite side just because Tyler Huntley has made the Ravens look like a decent team. I think, sadly for the Ravens, I think some of the bad coaching decisions made going for 2-point conversions and twice now in games is probably leaning to the Ravens missing the playoffs in this one. So, but ultimately the Ravens are the home team. I think they're a slightly better team than Pittsburgh. So I'll say the Ravens pull this one out. I don't know if they're gonna get the help that they need to get into the playoffs, but they'll at least do their part and win this week. So I'll take the Ravens.
Ravens.
Really, John? I mean, you were all about how the Steelers would win the division and everything, and now you're picking to lose that last game and not even have a chance to make the playoffs?
I think a couple of players on the offense are on COVID protocol. I think Deontay Johnson and Claypool, I think both are.
All right. Well, Ben is on the Steelers here. So Jason and Ben are on them while John and myself are on the Ravens. Next up, it is the Tennessee Titans visiting the Houston Texans. Titans, if they win, they're the number 1 seed. Jay, do they get it done?
Yes, move on.
Well, okay. Remember what John said. We can't just quickly move away from games because that's usually what leads to us getting them wrong. So interesting enough, you guys saw the news. Derrick Henry, I guess, might be back for playoffs. It seems like. I don't think he's playing this weekend, right? Is that? So
I think if they get the 1 seed, he'll be back.
Yeah,
because that's still 2 weeks from now. So
yeah, I think the Titans are going to be probably a little fired up, knowing that they're going to have King Henry back for the playoffs. The Texans, they're just not that good. So with that being said, I can't go against you. I got to go with the Titans on this one. I think they lock up the number 1 seed, even though I don't think they're the best team in the AFC.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. But they pulled off an upset against the Chargers at home. So give me the Texans. They're at home. So
all right. John says he's betting the house on the Texans on this one.
prison bet.
Yep, prison bet. He locked it in. It's locked in. And Ben is on the Titans, which means, John, you are lone wolfing this one. All right, moving on to Sunday afternoon. It is I think the Saints need to win this game for sure to make it in. I know the Niners need to lose as well for them to do it, but it is the New Orleans Saints going on the road to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
I mean, for my team's sake, I got to take the Falcons, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just don't think the Saints are very good. And honestly, I'm just going to say it right now, it's going to be an absolute shame if the Saints make the playoffs over the Niners. I would much rather see the Niners going to the playoffs than the Saints. I don't think the Saints are going to make any action. I think the Niners are very capable of pulling off an upset in the first round. The Saints, I don't see it happening. But they're playing the Atlanta Falcons, who I don't know. I know they have Cordero Patterson, but the Falcons have just been so consistent this year. I just don't think the Saints are a whole lot better than Atlanta Falcons. I know the Saints have a pretty good defense, but I'll go against you in this one. I think the Saints do get the victory in this game. I just hope that's not a win that gets them in the playoffs, but I'm on the Saints.
What is it? Rams win. Just give me a quick second. I want to see this. I really do want to see this. Who else do we need? Where's Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay, where the fuck are you? And Philadelphia loses. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was curious if Philly lost and as the Saints snuck in.
Philly already clinched.
I know. No. I was curious who between Philly and New Orleans would get the 6th seed, and it would be Philly. So I was kind of curious if New Orleans snuck in, would they be playing Tampa Bay at all? But there's no chance at all that happening. That would be hilarious, though. Tampa Bay versus New Orleans in the first round again. But yeah, I'm going with New Orleans.
All right, Ben is on the ATL on this one, so we're split on that game. All right, next up, it is the New York Jets visiting the Buffalo Bills. The Bills on the tiebreaker over the Patriots. All the Bills need to do is win this game, and they have locked up the division. Jay, do they do exactly that?
Yes.
Yep. I just don't think the Jets have much chance, and I also don't want to root against the Bills on this one. So that being said, the Bills get this one done. They'll probably get out to a lead early, and they'll probably be able to sit some of their starters maybe in that last quarter there. So I'll take the Bills.
Bills.
All right, we are all on the Bills. No love for the Jets, as Ben will follow suit. All right, next game, the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. Patriots need a win and a Bills loss to take the division.
Patriots in a close game.
I think the Patriots win this game, but I feel like I got to keep going against you at some game. But that being said, one thing that has happened, and it was mostly in the Tom Brady era, but the Dolphins do give the Patriots some fits here and there. So with that being said, I think the Patriots aren't going to win the division. I think the Bills are going to handle business. So the Patriots really, I don't know if are they locked into the 5 seed even if they lose?
Nope.
No?
Well, they're locked into the 5 seed if they lose and
and the Colts lose.
Are they locked into the 5 seed? I'm trying I don't know if the Colts win and Chargers win. I don't know who has the tiebreaker.
Don't worry about it because like I said, I think New England's win the game, but Miami does give the Patriots fits at times. So with that being said, I'll take Miami for that.
They're not. Let's see. So if New England loses, Colts win and Chargers win, they're the 6th seed. If the Raiders win, they're the 7th seed. So yeah, they can drop all the way to the 7th. If the Patriots lose, Colts win and Raiders win. That's crazy. But yeah, give me the Patriots.
All right. He is on New England, and so is Ben, which means I get to be lone wolf for the Dolphins this one. Fine, I'll get it wrong. I'm okay with it. All right, next game on the docket. It is the Carolina Panthers visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jay, what do you have?
Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I can't put any faith into Carolina. They stink. Matt Rule might be on his way out there. It's ugly. I got to go with Tampa Bay on this one.
Do you think Matt Rule's done? It was only his second year.
I don't know if he is. I think there's other coaches that are for sure on their way out over Matt Rule.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of on the fence with me. I'm not really sure.
I don't think they're gonna fire Matt Rule just yet.
He's coming back.
They need to figure something out with the quarterback because Sam Darnold ain't gonna be the answer, and clearly Cam Newton and PJ Walker aren't gonna be there either. So
no. Just to be different. So much drama going out in Tampa Bay. They almost lost to the Jets last week. Give me Carolina.
Wow. All right. Well, Ben's on the Bucks. So John, you are gonna lone wolf here with Carolina on this one. All right, Jay. I'm sure I know what you're gonna pick in this game. It's a basically if you're winning, you're in for the Niners. It's the 49ers visiting the Rams. Interestingly enough, the Rams have a lot of fit with the 49ers. Jay, are they gonna struggle again against them?
I think it's gonna be a close one.
Down to the wire.
Yeah, give me the Niners like in a 27-23 game.
Yeah, this is a game I was just gonna go against you either way. I could really see the Niners pulling this one out, just because of the struggles that the Rams have had. But because you're on the Niners as expected, I got to go against you on this one just because I could see going the other way. So I will roll with the Rams on this one, which is unfortunate because based on my picks, that means the Saints make the playoffs, the Niners don't, which I think is kind of shitty. But yep, I'll take the Rams.
It's actually really a must-win game for both teams because
that's right. Another thing too, that the Rams need to win this game to win the division.
The Rams win, they clinch the division and the 2 seed. If they lose and Arizona wins, Arizona gets the 3
division,
seed. If Tampa Bay wins and the division, and then they go to Jerry World next week. And I really don't want to play either of those teams. It kind of sucks.
You don't want to play any team in the playoffs.
I'll take Philly.
I'll take New Orleans.
I'll take either of those two.
But for that to happen, the Niners have to win, so that's not going to happen.
Give me the Niners.
I'll also take, if the Ravens or Steelers somehow this weekend, I'll take either of those teams, especially Pittsburgh.
Give me the Niners.
All right, John's on the Niners. Ben takes the Rams, which is interesting because Ben took the Niners and the Saints to both lose. So do we know what the situation is on that one? Do the Niners squeak in on that if both of them lose?
Do the Niners and Saints both lose? The Niners are in.
Niners.
Okay.
Yeah, the Niners have one more win than the Saints currently.
All right. We'll spell on that one. Jason and John on the Niners. Myself and Ben are on the Rams. Next up for the Sunday afternoon, it is the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. A lot of question if this could be Russell Wilson's last game with the Seahawks. Could it be Pete Carroll's last game with the Seahawks? But one thing that's for sure is Arizona Cardinals, if they win this game, they win, or they don't. No, they don't win the division. They need the Rams to lose as well. But Arizona, if they do win, they can still win the division. So, Jay, do the Cardinals get that win, or do Russ/Pete possibly get a W before either of them are on the way out, if not both?
No, I think Arizona takes this one this week.
Yeah, I guess just to go against you, even though I do think Arizona wins this game. I don't know. I don't have a tally of how many games are different from you. I think you're winning this thing anyways, but I'll go with Seattle just for that. I do think Arizona did kind of surprise a lot of people if they were going to win last week. I mean, I know I did pick them to beat Dallas last week, but I don't know. I think they win this game. I don't know if they're necessarily quote unquote back, but I'll go against you. I'll take Seattle. the Seahawks did put up a pretty big performance. I mean, it was against the Lions, but they did put up 51 points last week. So
Yeah, going with Arizona.
all right. And Ben is on the Cardinals as well.
Speaking of
means-
Arizona,
I will lone wolf with the Seahawks in this one and probably lose.
did you
this one.
see? Did you see the news about J.J. Watt's going to be back next week for the playoffs?
Yep, saw that too.
Pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That extra week of week 18 is really helping these teams get an
Mhm.
extra week with players.
All right, y'all. Sunday night football. Win and you're in. You lose, you need help. So, or if you tie, you can both possibly still get in this game. So maybe if the Colts end up losing to Jacksonville, both these teams will just kneel the ball and take ties. I don't know. That sounds like it could be a good idea. Imagine the ratings on that game if that were to happen. But it is the LA Chargers.
Go Chargers, go!
Going to Las Vegas to take on
Just win, baby.
the Las Vegas Raiders. Jay, who do you got? I know you've been all about the Chargers being the sleeper team all year long. They probably disappointed you at certain points, but will they disappoint you in week 18?
I've been on the Chargers all season, so I'm going to roll with them. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders win this game and get in the playoffs.
All right, so you're on the Chargers.
And then who knows? Jim Harbaugh comes to the Raiders and takes over that team.
Maybe. So, all right, so Jay on the Chargers. I was going to get you out of the way. I'm kind of more happy you chose the Chargers in this one because I will take the Raiders to win 4 straight to end the season to squeak into the playoffs. And then they'll probably get mollywopped by, whichever team they face, which is probably what, the Chiefs or the Bengals or the Bills. Yeah, I don't think the Raiders are going to win either of those games, but for the hell of it, I'll say they win. They win the season finale. They squeak into the playoffs. I'm on the Raiders.
So funny enough, there is absolutely no way the Chargers can lose and still get in. If the Chargers lose, they're done.
Are you sure?
Because if
I don't
Pittsburgh,
think I don't think so.
Yeah, if the Colts lose, Pittsburgh and Ravens tie, Colts still get in. If the Ravens win, damn it! If the Ravens,
You're
win,
right. Yes, you're right.
They get in.
They can only get a win. They can only get in if they win or tie.
Yep. While the Raiders can still get in if they lose, and both if the Raiders lose, Colts lose, and Ravens win, the Raiders get the 7th seed. So the Raiders can actually lose and still get in, which is kind of crazy to think. But unfortunately, I do not think that's going to happen. I think the Chargers take this one.
All right. And Ben is on the Chargers as well, which means I will lone wolf with the Raiders on this one. This is probably the only game of the 3. I think I'm lone wolfing by myself in this one that I think actually has a good chance of going my way. I just hope it's a really good game. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you, the over-unders in these games, there is so many that are like around the high 30s and 40. So, I mean, I know a lot of that has to do with people sitting and everything like that. So that comes into play, but it's just interesting to see so many numbers being that low. This is actually, I think this game is actually probably the highest. I think from what I saw, I think this one is actually close up to 50 in the over-under.
That's about right.
So we'll see. All right. All our picks are in. Let's see the differences here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 differences from Jay on this one. So I basically need almost all of those to go my way if I'm gonna have any chance. John and myself, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, John and I have 10 differences. So there's definitely a good chance John could overpass me and reclaim second place here. Let's see, John and Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 differences. So John, you can only at the very best tie Jason for first place.
Mm-hmm. So if Tennessee, Kansas City, Indianapolis, and LA Chargers all win for next week, Chargers at Kansas City for the first round. I don't think Chiefs want that. Where those
Probably not.
two games have gone, probably don't want that. I think the Chiefs would rather have the Raiders win this week. So I mean, I don't know. If you were the Chiefs, would you rather be played the Colts at home or the Chargers at home? Because I think that's the only two options, really.
Also,
unless
another thing that's also really funny too is that I'm looking at it right now, trying to see which one it is. That Dolphins Patriots game actually has importance regardless, if that comes into play for the Patriots win the division, because I know with the Ravens, if they win, they obviously need the Colts to lose and the Chargers to lose, but they also need the Dolphins to lose or tie against the Patriots. So interesting enough, it's a strength of schedule and everything like that. So it's kind of funny how that works, that the Dolphins, who are not even involved, they're already eliminated, but some teams still needs them to lose. So funny how that plays out. But all right, that wraps it up. Week number 18, the last week of the regular season of our four-head matchup. So we'll eventually get to see who comes out victorious in it all once week 18 is concluded. And then we can obviously put our picks for the first round, the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. All right, that does it for us. Thank y'all for tuning in, as always, to Sports Bets, but Mostly Chaos presents to you, Forehead. And like I said, once again, thanks for listening, everybody. And we will see y'all again very soon.